VeryDarkMan has spent the NGO funds. That has become the latest rumor. So I would address VeryDarkMan, and I'll be speaking to you directly, not as a critic, but as someone who recognizes the importance of leadership and accountability. Today, to be honest, the integrity of your mission face grave challenges, and the voice of D1 has stirred doubt among those who once stood firmly by your side. D1 has actually made a claims that if left unanswered, could threaten everything you have built. VeryDarkMan. Now, let me start with this. D1 says you have manipulated the NGO account, the website, and the transparency tools you have provided. He also alleges that you banned public access to crucial information. He has even gone further, accusing you of hosting parties with male and female strippers. Actions that go against the values that you stand for in a way. And here is the most damaging part. He has thrown a gauntlet stating that if he is proven wrong, he will give you 10 million naira, apologize publicly, and respect you. I will come to that. But these accusations kind of demand answer, not silence. Ignoring them is no longer an option. VeryDarkMan. Why? Because doubt is spreading, and silence, whether intentional or not, can look like guilt. There are few questions that you must answer. Perhaps if the accounts and the website are still operational, which it is, where I have actually verified few things on it, why has access been kind of restricted? Can you provide an independent audit or third-party verification of your account to silence these allegations once and for all, such as bank statements? What evidence do you have to refute the claims of hosting parties with strippers, and why hasn't this been addressed directly? I remember I made a video when I told people that Coco P was not supposed to be singing the song of Three Toto, in a sense that it is unethical, and unethical behavior is what gives birth to corruption, and corruption are meant by the government and the leaders. But let us leave that aside. Let us just focus on the questions. If D1's allegations are false, what legal or public actions are you prepared to take to protect your reputation? How do you intend to rebuild trust with your supporters and the public, people or fans, and to change the way they perceive these claims? Now, let me pose this as few questions also for you to reflect on. If VeryDarkMan doesn't present proof to counter these claims, what does it say about his commitment to transparency? How can we defend him if he leaves questions unanswered, giving more room for distractors to undermine his cause? What kind of precedent does this set for future leaders if we let accusations slide without accountability? Does silence in the face of slander make the allegations seem credible? You need to ask, how do we balance our support for his mission with the demand for openness and integrity? Now, here's what I would say. VeryDarkMan, if you do not take immediate steps to address these issues, here are 5 reasons why I think society may lose faith. Doubt will foster, and people would assume the worst without evidence to prove otherwise. Your silence may appear as though you have something to hide, damaging your credibility permanently. Supporters may feel betrayed and questioning why they believed in you if transparency is not available to them. No, this is no more about the website anymore. And I don't want to go in depth of the website, because there's something you do on a website whereby in web development you can program a particular number and that number keeps reading. Now, when I went through the website, My intention was not to take anything from the website. I only look at the codings and everything within the website and some of the flaws. Let us continue from there. So from a number, someone can just keep adding more numbers to it. So you can put a figure. So maybe he's questioning all this part. Now, he's demanding for a statement of account. Then the question is this: future leaders will see this as a precedent where accountability is optional, not mandatory, if you, as Very Dark Man who goes against other political people, cannot prove this. Now, the strength of your movement depends on trust, and without addressing these allegations, that trust could crumble. So I would speak to the fans of Very Dark Man and supporters, as I am one of them. This is not about choosing sides blindly. This is about holding everyone, including who we have decided to believe in, or we call a leader, which is Very Dark Man, to the highest standard. We believe in him because he stands for justice, truth, and transparency based off what we know. But belief without accountability weakens the very foundation of any movement. So Very Dark Man, this is your moment to rise above the noise, prove to these claims that they are wrong, not just for your sake, but for the sake of those who believe in you. If the one is lying, I would urge you to take actions, demand a retraction, take him to court, or expose his motives publicly, which we know you can do that. But if you stay silent, you give room for doubt to grow, and you risk losing the trust of the very people who stand by you. Your mission is kind of too important to let accusations like this linger. Stand your ground, show your truth, and let the world see that integrity always wins. You are in a position of dilemma. This is a very big accusation.